It's a chilly day in Milwaukee as we get ready for baseball underneath the retractable roof of American Family Field. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague series between the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Twins played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Freddie Peralta gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, the left fielder,
First offering.
Buxton.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Another full count pitch home. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Just getting underway here in Milwaukee. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Kirby Puckett digging in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Weekly hit to third. Shaw has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, one of the things that sticks out, Matt, he has one of the best breaking balls in the business. It's a big sweeper. It's almost a slurve, a hybrid between a curveball and a slider. His velocity has improved. He's in the mid to upper 90s. But Barrios' game revolves around that breaking ball. If he has his good one, it's going to be lights out.
Line to the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Colton Wong will stand in. And he'll take a look at ball one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, come in feeling good. They're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend winning.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. The throw home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
That brings up Prince Fielder as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Wong gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, nice job to get a piece of that one. Today's game, north-south game, trying to elevate that heater and bury breaking stuff in the dirt.
Here's another 1-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Still 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Ready with the 2-2. Fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Batting fifth.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan, please?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Robin Yount is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. There's a swing and a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Rod Carew. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Harmon Killebrew. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Hey! Today's ball game provides the Twins with a chance to end the series on a really high note, of course. A win will complete the sweep.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Of course, in order to achieve said sweep, they'll need to overcome this early 1-run deficit.
When you're playing as well as this team is right now, they've got them right where they want them. They're only down 1 early in this one, and when you've won a couple of games in a row already, you have that feeling you can certainly come back and win this one.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Cory Hunter is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. One strike now to Hunter. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Peralta is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty D. I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind the count.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Up next for Minnesota, Rod Carew comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he takes a called strike one.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Garcia has a read on it, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So now to the plate, Narvaez, lifetime against Jose Barrios, comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball in.
Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Lifted down the line in left. Buxton comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting 7, the right fielder.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Turned on down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, nice play by the left fielder right there to get into the corner and get that ball in. It has to make you feel good that the guys are busting their hump out there for you defensively.
You know, a lot of times they always say, hey, you could put anybody in those corner outfield positions, but that's an example right there where getting to the ball and getting in quickly, keep that guy to a single. Big play.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Peru at second. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
To the plate now, Freddie Peralta, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. One and one. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Hunter is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And now in the box, Mitch Garver. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Count is 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Twins have come back to tie it at 1.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Into the box, Jose Barrios. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. One out, nobody on. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Twins pitcher. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Woo! That was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Braun is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. All even now at 1-1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning.
Yelich.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's low.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Buxton is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2.
Up next for Milwaukee, the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
Next for Milwaukee, Prince Fielder struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one the count to the Brewers first baseman. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Fly ball right down the line and left. Buxton gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to hit will be Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez.
First pitch on the way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit.
The center fielder, number 34, Cory Hunter.
At the plate, Kirby Puckett as he rips it on the ground to second. One there, on to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, the first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
The next twin up, Harmon Killebrew. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. it looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
One run, 2 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1 home.
Count is 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full.
We got
3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next up is Cory Hunter. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Yeah.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Killebrew is off of first with 2 away. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Back here in Milwaukee as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Ryan Braun. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Ryan Braun.
First pitch on its way.
Ball
And a
that
bit
time.
too high with that one. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up in this part of the lineup.
Ball, that's out.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through
That's
4,
ball
5, and 6 right here.
3-0 to him now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Robin Yount. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First delivery to him.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
The 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugouts, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Stepping in now, Narvaez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
The batter, the right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He collected a base hit his first time up. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
You know, it's funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The second baseman,
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball 1, no strike.
swung on and missed. 1-1.
One strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 1-1. Misses. Ball 2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And stepping in, Mitch Garver, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And now pitch on the way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Ball.
2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. And it's 1-1.
The count 1-1.
In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, Jose Barrios, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, from a pitcher's perspective right here, you got to treat this guy like he's the 4-hole hitter. With runners in scoring position, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but you got to execute.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the third baseman, Travis Shaw.
The third baseman, Travis Shaw.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustling runner. Really an amazing show of arm strength on that play. So now to the plate, Freddie Peralta. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And that misses 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And a slur, but this is in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Fouled off. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Carew is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up Christian Yelich. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
2 out, nobody on. Right side, but it's well foul. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Byron Buxton. Third baseman in tight, protecting Bart the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Ball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Popped him up. Narvaez over to his right. One away.
The third baseman, number 2, Luis Arias.
Now to bat, Luis Arias. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the pitch.
Ball up there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
To the plate now, Kirby Puckett. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball.
I got the count. 2-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch. Got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Colton Wall.
Second baseman.
First offering. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a bouncing ball for the second baseman Rod Carew. And there's 1 down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
Up next, Prince Fielder, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the first pitch. Ball 1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0.
Ball knocked outside.
And he'll look at a slurve in for strike one. He's fallen behind down 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Matt Shoemaker is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Matt Shoemaker.
Ryan Braun will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the stretch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fielder, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 0-2 once more.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one yanked just foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another one sent foul. Now another 2-2. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Simmons out on to first, but not in time, as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Next to stand in is Robin Yount. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch.
Nope, outside.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Splitter, 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And he popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Payoff pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through. A base hit. The runner scores from second.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's running. That's a strike to throw down. And he is out at second. Eric Yardley will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
57, Eric.
New inning set to get underway, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew.
Down by one, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for one or two big swings to make it happen.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Blown away as he misses again. 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-0 curveball here is over for a strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Legs churning. He's headed for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, and they're not going to get him at third. He's in there with nobody out as the potential tying run.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
In is Cory Hunter. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. No hits to this point. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
The 2-0 to Hunter. Softly hit to short. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Looking now, Rod Carew, high and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
The 0-1. This one's down to third. And that's the first down.
Up next to the plate, the pitcher,
Now at the plate, here is Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Into right center field, and this ball's going to get down, a base hit.
And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. It's 4-2.
Boy, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Trevor Richards comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 32, Trevor Richards.
Nelson Cruz will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. He's set, now the pitch. Simmons stands at first with one out. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
1 strike.
On the ground is short. Could this be 2? Wong for 1. On the first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. It's the Twins 4 and the Brewers 2. Alex Colomé is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Alex Colomé.
Now at the plate is Omar Narvaez, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Omar Narvaez.
And now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
At the plate, Avisail Garcia. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Oh and 2 to Travis Shaw.
Ball, 2 strikes. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
1 out and a runner on second base. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Chopped toward the second baseman. Reined in. Throw on to Killebrew. 2 down.
I love the fact there was no panic at second base right there. He had plenty of time. He knew his runner. There might have been a little fumble with the exchange, but plenty of time to get the guy out at first.
Lorenzo Cain will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And as he bats, he represents the potential tying run. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now he's in a 1-2 hole. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1, still down by a count of 4-2. Devin Williams has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Devin Williams.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Byron Buxton. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Luis Arias. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Hit on the ground to short. He's right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder,
And now Kirby Puckett not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 is swung on, missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
The 1-1. Fouled off. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in the second with a 2-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Next up, Cory Hunter. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the AB now.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Puckett at second, Killebrew at first, 2 out in the inning. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home. Weak roller right side. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair, but they still lead this one 4-2. Caleb Fieldbar is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The Twins maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
0-1, here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton.
Here's Colton Wong now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. Two cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
3-0 to him now. Hits are even at 7 apiece. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now it'll be Prince Fielder. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Now the 1-0. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
That's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back 4.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in is Ryan Braun. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First offering.
Oh, that's out.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Here's the 1-0. That misses 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Popped up. Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
The batter, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
Next to hit is Robin Yount, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch to him.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Ball 1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
But Tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on the southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
Into the box, Narvaez, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
He's set. Here it comes.
Whoa, that's down.
Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's into the corner. A foul ball and right. Line drive, right field, base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score as that lead has evaporated. It's now a tie game, 4 apiece.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, Theo. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath, and coming through for the team.
So now to the plate, Avisail Garcia.
Outside, that's
As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Up next to Milwaukee,
Luis Urias called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. He's set and the pitch. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Comes set, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Now the 0-2. And a good strike 2 pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. Fielder on third. Narvaez over at second. Garcia on at first with 2 down. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. One and 2. Here it is. Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 4-4. Luis Urias is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 2, Luis.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Now in
Brad Boxberger will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jackie Bradley Jr. is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. At the plate now is Rod Carew, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner. Yelich is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Next, it'll be Andrelton Simmons. First pitch on the way.
Yeah.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Ball. That's inside.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Oh, and the gamble won't pay off. He's out at second base. And some real head shaking in that dugout for sure, as that will end the ball game. Down go the Twins in order. This game's all tied at 4. Tyrone Taylor is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Carew is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First offering. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Simmons is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
And now to the plate, Colton Wong. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Aye.
The 0-1 offering. To short, hit hard. Taken in by Simmons. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Tyrone Taylor stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Now playing right field.
Williams Astudillo is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Yelich waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. outside for a ball, 1-1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. But it's offline. He scores. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. Another look to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. At the plate now, Luis Arias, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Off-speed pitch, and it stays outside, ball 3.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full, 3-2. Count remains full. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Joe Nathan enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Joe Nathan.
Ready now is Prince Fielder. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
The first baseman, Prince Fielder.
First pitch on its way. Yanked hard on the ground. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied yet again here in the 10th.
Hey, a risky send right there, D-Roll. With no outs, you're going to send that runner from second on that ball hit.
Yeah, that's why they game plan, Dan. Bunch of meetings go into these series, whether it be hitting, pitching. Looks like the third base coach was on top of it. He was aggressive, and it paid off.
Into the box, Ryan Braun, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The winning run is at first base. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Buxton will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
So here is Robin Yount. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. And oh, what a tough break there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And that winning run will be forced to stop at third base. Wow.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Hansel Robles is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Number 57, Hansel Robles.
Willie Adames will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Willie Adames.
Here's the first pitch. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Looking at his career totals, Adames has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 0-1. Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. The catch is made. Here comes the winning run from third. And the Brewers have done it. They'll walk off a winner.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
One-run game, 6-5 the final today. Brad Boxberger claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Brewers, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Twins, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.